This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, Heather Ho, there's Jeff Cardano. Welcome to another Sports Catastrophe Birthday Boy. And the birthday boy for today, August the 20th, is a Colorado Rockies legend who basically was the face of the Colorado Rockies in his career. And you can't really name another good Colorado Rockies player other than Larry Walker with this guy. So anyway, Todd Helton is 48 years old today, August the 20th. He played his entire career with the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball, it's 17 years. 5-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, 3-time Gold Glove winner. He is the Rockies holder for records such as hits, home runs, doubles, RBIs, and games played. Helton had a great year in 2000, batting .372 to lead the NL. He actually led the whole major leagues with 147 RBIs. He had the 2,500 hit mark just before he retired in 2013. So anyway, Helton was a letterman in football and baseball and would go to the University of Tennessee. But before that, Helton was drafted in the second round by the Padres in the 92 MLB draft. So he decided to go to Tennessee to play football and baseball. He actually was a backup to Heath Schuler at quarterback for Tennessee, which was weird. He ended up being the backup to Jerry Colquitt when he was a junior. An injury to Colquitt as a season opener, Helton was the starter for Tennessee. But he himself got injured against Mississippi State. And so Peyton Manning, as a true freshman, had come in and he set batting records for Tennessee. Helton would only play 12 games as a football player for the University of Tennessee for 484 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But he was named Collegiate Baseball Player of the Year in his junior season. He set many records for Tennessee. He even got 11 saves for the team as a pitcher, which was pretty good. He actually has the NCAA record for most consecutive scoreless innings at 47, and he ended up being a first baseman. Helton went into the 95 draft, and Colorado picked him 8th overall. Now, I know the baseball draft is not really as picked apart as basketball, football, or hockey. But anyway, let's see the 95 draft. Darren Erstad was drafted 1st overall. Ben Davis, San Diego went with a catcher 2nd overall. Seattle went with Jose Cruz Jr., who ended up being a Blue Jay. Kerry Wood was drafted 4th, okay, by the Cubs. All right. Oakland decided to go with Ariel Prieto. Really? Florida went with J.B. Jones, and Texas went with Jonathan Johnson. Big mistakes as Todd Helton came in. Now look at the first baseman's philosophy. Oakland still had McGuire. Florida could have used it. I guess they had Conan, and Texas had Paul Merrill. All right. Maybe it was for the best. He actually made his major league debut with the Rockies in 1997. He would only play 35 games in his first season with 5 home runs. Helton then was given the first baseman keys for the Rockies after Galarraga went to Atlanta. So anyway, in his first year, full year, he hit .315 with 25 home runs, 97 RBIs. He would lead major league rookies in average home runs and RBIs, which was the good news. However, the bad news was that Helton ended up runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting for the National League behind Kerry Wood. Well, Kerry Wood had a great year in '98. I mean, the 20 strikeout game. Helton did pretty well, batting .320 in 1999, but in 2000, things changed. In 2000, he led the majors in batting average, .372, RBIs 147, doubles 59, and slugging percentage. So he was fantastic. All that. He became the fourth player in NL history to lead the NL in batting average and RBIs, which was amazing. He was a strong player and all that. But he finished fifth in voting for the MVP, which was terrible. I mean, he should have been the MVP. However, the Rockies rewarded him with a 9-year, $141 million contract. That did take effect in 2003. Helton would hit 49 home runs, his career high, 22 of them away from Coors Field. That tied the Rockies' record for most home runs by a player in a season. So Helton still did good. He became the first player in MLB history to 100 plus extra base hits in back-to-back seasons. And he got 402 total bases, which made him the fourth player in MLB history to do so in consecutive seasons. Chuck Klein, Luke Gehrig, and Jimmy Fox were the others. Helton would appear as starter for the NL All-Star team in 2001. Helton unfortunately lost the MVP voting to Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds. Well, Bonds had his 73 home run season. Helton was always overlooked in a sense. He lost out on the 2003 batting title by 0.0002. So by 0.0002. So well, he got a hit in 35.84% of his at bats. St. Louis's Albert Pujols got 35.87% of his at bats were hits. So that's how close it was. Helton surprisingly took second in the batting title to Barry Bonds, who hit 362. Helton still did fantastic, despite the fact that injuries were starting to get on his case. So anyway, Helton was accused of steroid use by Wayne Hagen of the Cardinals radio broadcasting thing, but Hagen said that he referred to supplements, not steroids. Carotene for juiced, like carrot juice. Helton's career was going on downswing a little bit. However, he was the glue that helped Colorado get to the 2007 wild card game. As Colorado went through October, like through September, barely losing. I think they won 22 out of 23 games. So they had to go. They won a chance to be in the wild card. They would have to beat San Diego in the tiebreaker, and they did on that famous Matt Holliday play. Helton would help Colorado get to the World Series, but Boston swept them in 4 straight. Helton would have back issues that pretty much ended his career. Helton became the first Rockie to have his number retired in team history, with his 17 being retired. So he had a lot of people going. I mean, he was a good hitter. Helton 3 times has appeared for balloting for the Baseball Hall of Fame. And this year's ballot, his support went up to 44.9%. So he's getting close, but he needs 75%. Helton and his family lives in Knoxville. He has a wife and 2 daughters. Helton and his family are good friends with Peyton Manning. All that. So it's weird how Todd Helton outranked Peyton Manning on a football depth chart, but it blew up in his face. But anyway, Todd Helton is Rocky Mountain High personified. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.